Hi, this is Winn Claybaugh. Welcome to my Best of Masters weekly audio blog for AmericanSalon.com. Next up is one of my favorite clips from the last 20 years of inspiring interviews from Masters Audio Club. Enjoy and learn. You said something about, I can't remember exactly how you said it, but without a lot of education, you can be very, very successful in this industry. And it's not so much about the resume.
Right.
People used to ask me years ago, what do you look for when you hire somebody? Well, I want this education, this experience, I want this on their resume. Well, you know what? I found people who had those things on their resume, but they were a little bit bitter.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
On the other hand, I have people who come to me with no resume, but what they do have is what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Desire.
Yeah.
Passion.
Hire for attitude. Always. If someone has the right attitude, you can teach them anything. If they have the wrong attitude, you can teach them nothing. So hire for attitude. Do not hire the resume. I've never seen a resume that didn't look good, have you? I mean, anyone's resume is going to be written in such a way that you think, wow, this is pretty great.
Has anybody ever asked you for your resume?
No.
Isn't that funny? Nobody's ever asked me for my resume. All they ever knew about me was that I was passionate,
that I
had the drive.
Yes.
And that's what I tell to these brand new people entering the industry. Cool on your resume, get the experience, get the knowledge, get the mentors.
Mm-hmm. It's not about
show up with what you said, attitude. Can you talk more about that? Because I could do a whole master's CD just on hiring attitude. It
is the single most important thing for a number of reasons. First of all, if you have the right attitude, and what do we mean by the right attitude? A desire to learn, a hunger to succeed, and I really mean a hunger to succeed. A competitive spirit, because it is competitive. I mean, if you're in a group and you're training or you're in a postgraduate class, you look around at your peer group, every single one wants clients, and you have to have that hunger to succeed, that competitive element. You have to be the kind of person that people want to be around. Because guess what? Clients really don't want to come back to somebody who doesn't make them feel good. Co-workers do not want to share information and ideas with people that aren't great to be around. Front desk coordinators do not want to book clients into the column of stylists or skin therapists or nail technicians who are really not nice, really not pleasant. And Winn, you literally wrote the book on that. But that is a fact in the industry. So it is all about attitude. With that attitude, you then learn and master your craft. You then learn your skills, you master them, you nail them. Because let's face it, with a great attitude and lousy techniques, you're still not going to be successful.
Right.
You have to have a great attitude, an enthusiasm and a passion for the industry. You have to fall in love with this industry. Mm-hmm. And it's like a relationship. There's a honeymoon period when you first enroll in school and you think, wow, I love it, this is so cool, it's going to be so glamorous, I'm going to have a great time. Then there's the kind of the after the honeymoon when you're sort of facing the reality of the relationship. And there's a tipping point there, and a lot of people exit because they think this isn't what I thought. But you have to now learn the industry in order to fall in love with it. And once you learn it and you put in your time and you hang out with the people that are successful in the industry, don't be in the staff room. That's the black hole. There's no energy. It's like a black hole in space. There's devoid of all energy. Don't hang out in the staff room because the only people in the staff room are the people who don't have clients. Hang out on the floor with the people that are busy and watch them and learn from them. See how they are on time for their clients. See how their attitude does not change from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. See how they are magnetic. People want to be around them. Stand there. I don't care if you're making a cup of tea for their clients. I don't care if you are standing at the backwash, if you're watching people. Hang out with people that are busy. Learn your craft, nail it. Then, with great skills and the attitude, and you're falling in love with the industry, you then go on to what I call the invisible thing. You go on to connecting all of that to your heart and your soul. And, whether you're working in massage therapy, skin therapy, hairstyling, if you're cutting a head of hair or you're giving an amazing skin treatment, you're using your hands. Your hands come alive when your heart and your brain are connected to them. So your heart is your attitude and your brain is your education. And when they connect in your hands, that's when you look at people. Whether in our world, whether it's in skin therapy, whether it's in hairstyling, you go to a trade show, you go to a class, you see the masters of this industry. They've made that connection. And I think that it starts with attitude. If you don't have it, you will not achieve the rest of the puzzle.
Now, you're not telling owners to ignore somebody's skills and technique and hire only attitude. You're saying check attitude first. And then check
attitude
technique
first.
And skill.
I mean, you asked me if I've ever been asked for my resume, and the answer is no. Usually when I have gone, in the past on job interviews, it would be a conversation. I'm assuming they're checking my attitude. References, definitely. And I'm assuming they're checking my attitude. And then a trade test where I would give them a treatment and they would then see my skills. But attitude first. And I have let people go with great skills who have a lousy attitude.
Have you hired people who did not have the skill and the technique because their attitude and their demeanor was just so amazing? It's like, I'll give them the skill.
Yes. I've hired people who really wanted it. And here's the magic thing. When I'm doing an interview or we're doing, the magic words for us are when someone asks for the job. When someone says, I really want this. I really want this. Give me a chance and I will prove myself. I just want to be here. I want to learn from you. Give me an opportunity. I will not let you down. Oh, it's like a magic. For me, that's the magic key. And if somebody doesn't ask for the job, I'm wondering why they didn't.